Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Open! Chicago with the lead! Mike got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this House Music Monday edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, man, go to YouTube. Type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the bell right next to it. And that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. You get it? You got it? Good. Now, if you're watching this on our mobile app, listen, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. What is your problem, man? What is your problem? All right? So go wherever you get your apps from. And it doesn't matter where you get your apps from. Just go there. All right? It doesn't matter if it's iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Venture, Woolworth, Webolts, Gold Blast, wherever you get your apps from, you go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it, you take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles. Thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on a Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. If you didn't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. So if you have a Roku television in the house, do us this favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel. Download the tile to your television. Put it right there next to Netflix, Hulu, Prime, HBO Max, Apple Plus, Disney Plus, Stars, Paramount Plus. Oh, Paramount, The Chi is going to be on Paramount Plus. It's coming back, baby. It's coming back. I'm excited about it. Without Kevin, though. Kevin's gone away to college to game in LA, but who cares? Download it. Watch us on the big screen. Hell, we're on the big screen, right, Vicky, now. Now, you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Chi. That's CHI. At Sports Zone Chi. And if you want to follow me, just me personally online, you want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. If you want to follow my lovely co-host Maya Akai, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at the Sports Chica. And if you want to follow her on Instagram because you're an IGer and you do it just for the gram, we'll just follow her at Maya_Akai. It's MAYA_AKAI. We got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or a mobile app, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around. And that's you. All right, so bring them all, baby. All questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's see who's going on. Man, this chat is jumping already. Cornelius Squalls, first and foremost in the house. What up, sports zoners? That's what I'm talking about. My man, Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. He's in the house. Junior, what's up, Papa? How you doing? Lavette Lee's in the Mickey Picky house. Happy House Music Monday, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Patty Lara's in the house. Miss Lara, how are you? Happy House Music Monday to you as well. Be Smooth is in the house. Happy Monday, baby. That's what we're talking about. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, there's a lot of, yeah. Happy House Music Monday morning, sports zoners. Michonne's in the house. Michonne Walls in the house. That's Michonne, no burpees this morning. Thank God. Although we did have thrusters and power snatches this morning, but no burpees. So I'm good. I'm good. Cornelius Gall says 3 more days until the start of the taking of the North begins. Well, listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. Okay, that, my peoples, I know. All right, we have a lot to talk about. My man, James Ford, is in the house. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Just about to come through with the rundown at 10 o'clock. My man, Darnell Mayberry from The Athletic is going to join us. We're talking Bulls with him. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the man. Not who's next. That's Goldberg's thing. What's next? Man. So we're going to talk with Darnell Mayberry. What's next with Lonzo? What's next with Zach? What's next with DeMar? And then what's next with Ryan Poles this Thursday of the draft? All right, we know we have an idea that Caleb Williams is going to be the first overall selection by the Bears. What do they do with that 9 pick? Which one? Who do they get? Do they get Rome Odunze? Do they get Malik Neighbors? Do they get Marvin Harrison Jr.? What's next? Ooh, what a rush. And then confirmed yesterday, finally, The Rock has come back to Output. Sports Zone Chicago has come back to Output. This Thursday, we'll have a draft party at Output Lounge starting at 6 o'clock. We'll go from 6 to 8 or until after the Bears' second first-round pick. They're at number 9, so if it's after 9, we'll probably go to the first 10. If they trade back to 11, 12, whatever, 13, we'll go until they get their second first-round pick made. All right, so make sure you stop in 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago. And I'll tell you what, it is going to be lit. Best wings in the city, hands down. Phenomenal burgers. They have tacos. Man, look at whew. Chicken and burgers and tacos. Oh my. And let's not forget the cold drinky drinks they got up in the joint. So it's this Thursday. We're finalizing the guest list. I'll be there. Maya will be there. Some of the Smoke Fellas will be there. And we have another list. We have some people that I'm waiting for a response to see if they're going to make it. Marcus Sullivan, former Chicago area standout at Fenwick High School, went to University of Illinois, played for the Buffalo Bills, and I won't choke like the Buffalo Bills. Played for the Buffalo Bills, the Giants, and the Patriots. He's going to be in the house. If you're an Indianapolis Colts fan, Super Bowl hero for you, Kelvin Hayden. He went to pick 6 on Rex Grossman, which was the deciding factor in the Bears Super Bowl loss. He's going to be in the house as well. We'll have them on the air. So a couple of former NFL players. It's going to be lit. I talked to Eddie yesterday, and Marcus is back in town. Marcus is traveling all over the world, man. He's back in town just for the draft party. It's going to be fun. And we have giveaways throughout the event, man. Woo, I got a couple hats. I got some water bottles. Man, I got some cool stuff. I got a towel. Man, we got some good stuff for some giveaways. So we're only going to be there 2 hours, so maybe like 4 or 5 giveaways we're going to have. We're working on see if we can get a few more things. But it's going to be a great time. Make it out this Thursday. Okay, April 25th, 6 p.m. it starts. Giveaways throughout the event. I want to thank my guy, Eddie Mickey Ficky G in the house, hosting us at Output. It's going to be a blast. Man, I'm a little fired up. Yeah, I'm a little fired up. It's good. You get to meet us, Sports Zone Chicago personalities. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be real fun. We get to talk. You get to talk your ish in person. Man. And listen, come with an appetite. Come with an appetite. That's what I'm talking about. Come with an appetite. Luis Mejia in the house. Good morning, baby. Rise and grind. It is time to get after it. It is NFL Draft Week. That's what we're talking about. Armando. There's Mondo, my man. Armando Emeterio Lada the third. So we got Armando Emeterio Lada the second. This junior. We got Armando Emeterio Lada the third. Are you with JoJo? Are you with Armando Emeterio Lada the fourth? Or just those two guys? Oh, Jeremiah. Patty says Jeremiah says happy House Music Monday deal. Jeremiah and Dito. If you're watching, you're probably not because you're at school. But I'm sure Papa will show it to you later. Jojo / Dito and Jeremiah, good morning. Love you guys. Let's see. What else here? Jeremiah's walking. Oh, the walking dynamo. Oh, snap. Cornelius Squall, he was there last year. I can vouch for the wings. I'm telling you, man. Best wings in the city. Best wings in the city. Hands down. Patty, thank you so much. You know what, guys? Make sure you do me a favor. All right, show some love. Hit the like button. Share and subscribe. Spread it around. Start spreading the news. But 10 o'clock today, Darnell Mayberry, man, we have a lot to talk about. I'm looking forward to it because basketball is a sport that everybody plays. So the Bulls fan base is really, really big. One, basketball is huge in the city of Chicago, right? It is the sport. There's a lot of football players who come out of here, a lot of baseball players, but Chicago is a basketball city, all right? From high school to, we used to have some good colleges, okay, to the Bulls, to basketball city, okay? And for us to be where we're at now is frustrating. Very frustrating. I'm going to talk to Darnell Mayberry about that at 10 o'clock. You know, it's a sport, and it's part of it is because everybody can play basketball. Like everybody can't play football. Okay. Everybody can't play hockey, ice hockey. All right. And to get a true feel of it, you can go and get a basketball, you and three guys, hell, you and a buddy. And you can emulate and replicate what you see on TV. You know? But you can't do that in football. Like, you can't bounce off a tackler, spin, hurdle over a guy. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You can play flag, but it's not the same. You can make those same shots that you see Michael make, that you see Kobe make, that you see LeBron make, that you see Steph make. You can make those things, make those shots, and you can emulate those exactly. Can't do it in football. Not with football. Okay? Or hockey. So basketball is such a sport that is so beloved by Chicagoans. It's beloved, man. It is so beloved, and even though the Bulls suck, people are still going to want to go to games because they want to experience the atmosphere. They want that experience. I'm going to talk to Darnell Mayberry about it. Like, how is it affecting the experience? is the experience being affected? Because if you remember, I forgot who we had on the other day. Don't forget the stuff you don't see on TV during commercials. It's part of the experience. But the bottom line is you want to win. You don't want to get distracted with the circus over here, and the main reason you're there, or distracted with the sideshow, and then the circus sucks, which it has. So we're going to talk to Darnell Mayberry. Chicago's a basketball town, man. We love our basketball. We love our hoops. We do. Okay. We also love our football. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. The most popular sport, whether you can play it or not, is football. And we're going to talk some football today. As Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 more nights, 3 more sleeps before the most important draft in the history of this franchise. In the history of this franchise. With all the moves they made, this can propel us into top tier status. Perennial contention is what this can propel us to. So we're gonna wait and see, and we're gonna find out, because it's going to be fun. So make sure you come and join us this Thursday, Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago. Where'd that go? Oh, there it is. Sports Zone Chicago Draft Party. Best wings in the city. Burgers. They have those sliders if you want. They have tacos if you want. They have salads if you want. I just have a salad. I eat the salad. My people who know where that's from, that's awesome. It's gonna be a blast. Who else is? I saw someone else come in. Brandon Schutz in the house. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. But let's get right to it. We only got a couple minutes before we have to go to break. So let's get right to it. Start off with this one. The Cubs. The Cubs fall to the Mariners 6-3 yesterday. The professor is like he's on sabbatical or something. He got the loss. He's 0-3 on the season. He went 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 punch-outs. Nico Horner, you see, he was 3 for 5 with 2 doubles, his 5th and 6th 2 baggers of the season, driving in 2 ribbies, his 5th and 6th RBIs of the season. Cody Bellinger, he was 1 for 3 with an RBI, plating his 15th RBI of the season. And I was talking with someone yesterday at my cousin's, the baptism for my cousin's little boy. And he was complaining about Bellinger. And this is, I don't know if it's just a Chicago thing or maybe it's just a Cub fan thing. And they're complaining like, oh, Bellinger's getting off to a slow start. I'm like, but everybody else is okay. Like, yeah, everyone else is okay, but, Bellinger. I'm like, well, why would you want Bellinger being hot when everybody else is hot? Wouldn't you want him to kind of counterbalance that when other people start to hit start to slump, because everybody slumps? Have him take off. And the scary part is a Cody Bellinger takeoff is not like most people's takeoff. When Cody Bellinger gets hot, he can carry a team for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Okay? Not everybody can do that. Cody, he can do that. I'm like, so I'll take it. I'd rather take my chances, and I'll be happy when he's carrying a team, when everyone else is starting to struggle, when it ebbs and flows and they're ebbing instead of flowing. And Cody Bellinger is a dude who's flowing. Yeah. I was like, stop complaining. Like, space it out. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. He's like, I just want to hit better. Got all that money. And like, relax. Relax. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. Oh, man. But moving on. Next top of the morning topics. My White Sox. The crap guys. I can't even call them the good guys. White Sox lose to the Philadelphia Phillies 8-2 and get swept again. Lord have mercy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. 8-2 in the city of brotherly love, where they showed us no love whatsoever. Nastrini, he took the L. He's 0-2 on the season. He went 3 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs. 5 of them were earned. Oh, okay. Just from Darnell. Just gonna keep it. Yes, that'll work. Hard out at. So you got to cater to these guys when they do you a favor and they come on. If they have requests, like, hey, no problem. You got to cater to them. Make sure that, like he can only do 15 minutes today. I'm like, all right, cool. We'll keep him on for a half hour, 35 minutes. But it's like, yeah, I only got 15. So I'm like, all right, cool. We'll enjoy you for that 15 minutes. My White Sox. Yeah, Eloy Jimenez yesterday was 1 for 4. He hit a homer, his first of the season, driving in his second and third runs of the season. Lopez was 1 for 3. Grossman was 1 for 3 as well. The White Sox are just, I wouldn't even want to call them crappy, because that would be an insult to crappy teams. That would be an insult to crappy teams. But sticking with that, the White Sox travel to Minnesota tonight to face the Twins. First pitch is at 6:40 Central. You can catch that game on NBC Sports Chicago or listen to it on their flagship AM 1000. The probables for tonight: Jonathan Cannon for the White Sox. He's 0-0 with a 1.80 ERA. Going up against Chris Padlock, who's 0-1 with an 8.36 ERA. So we got some Cy Young Award candidates on the bump. Oh. Any other thing? That's top of the morning topic, and we'll be off the White Sox. Danny Mendick, who's homered in 5 consecutive games down in Charlotte, is being called up, and he will join the team today in Minnesota. Lord knows we need it. We can use some life in those bats. Yeah, we can use it. What we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. All right. On the other side of the break, we're going to have more top of the morning topics. All right. So don't go anywhere, folks. Uh-oh. Don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Ryan Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
You have to keep off the base pass. Warner swings and lines the first pitch in the left field for a base hit. It rolls past Gordon, the left fielder, all the way to the wall. Nico will stop at second base with a leadoff double.
Went up there and ambushed that first pitch fastball from Cabrera. I mean, that's his happy zone right there. Belt high over the heart of the plate. Gordon tries to leave his feet to flag it. It goes off.
To Nico Horner with 2 outs and 2 on. Nico hitting about .370 over his last 10 games.
Nico swings, ground ball, past Rivera in the left field for a base hit. Around third and coming home is Talkman. He's going to score. Tie ball game.
Another 2-hit game for Nico Horner. He's been piling them up here lately.
Nico gets talked about so much for his ability to put the ball in play with 2 strikes. He's always such a tough at-bat.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those Cubs courtesy of the Marquee Network. Those the Cubs with a tough one yesterday. A tough one yesterday with a 6-3 loss to the Florida Marlins. And Tim Anderson. So my guy, Mondo, I don't know if he's still watching. So I'm on a group thread with Junior and his son and Mondo. And so he said, so they always send me Cub stuff. All right. They just like to mess with me. They'll send me tons of Cub stuff. And it's funny. It's just hilarious because I'll just comment something stupid and we'll just laugh about it. And so they brought up Tim Anderson the other day. And I was like, yeah. And they brought up when he struck out, he's cursing at the Wrigley Field faithful. He strikes out. He's like, F y'all. F y'all. And he got it clear as day. Like you don't need any lip reading classes to understand what he said. It was hilarious. Oh man, King Book of World, what's up, baby? Good morning. How you doing, Papa? Thank you for tuning in. Oh man. Yeah, it'll be about 45, 50 seconds. White Sox talk. That's about it. That's about all I can handle. Oh, that much? The White Sox are averaging that many runs a game too? Oh yeah, they had a couple games where they went crazy and scored like 6 or 8 runs, and that'll balance out the 6 or 8 shutouts that they've had to this point. Oh man, it's not. It's you have to laugh because otherwise we are going to cry. The Bulls, only the Bulls, only the Bulls. The Bulls. Yeah, baby, look at this. The Bulls have some players up for some postseason awards. Look at it. 2 guys you see in here. DeMar DeRozan is up for the Clutch Player of the Year. You see him being held there. And Kobe White, who's to his left, is up for the NBA's Most Improved Player of the Year. And let me tell you, the strides that Kobe White has made are a testament to development, but more so a testament to his determination to get better. Let me take this off because I want to talk about this shit. You've heard the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Okay? Mindset is everything. In life, in sports, mindset is everything. Okay? And this is where I have the issue with Patrick Williams, with P. Will. His mindset isn't there. Kobe White comes out after his freshman year, just like P. Will did. Kobe White was asked to be a point guard, which he's not. But he said, I'll do it for the team. Kobe White's shooting was really bad, horrible to start. Kobe White had to deal with annual trade rumors or trade pressure. Oh, they got to trade Kobe White. Trade Kobe White. He sucks. Trade Kobe White. He sucks. What did he do? He ignored the noise. Okay. He leaned into a veteran, DeMar DeRozan, who believed in him, worked his tail off, and has become a fringe all-star player. Now, he's not at his height. He's not at his ceiling at all. But from where he came from, to ignore the noise, continue to work on your game, continue to work on your handles. Come on, man. Come on, man. His handles this year were nowhere near like where his handles were when he came into the league. You must give him props for that. But that's what you do as a professional. As a professional, you work on something every year. You enhance your game every year. Michael didn't stop. Kobe didn't stop. Magic didn't do that. Didn't stop. Bird didn't stop. They worked on something every year. Remember, Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah looked horrible. Man, he was just all arms and legs and gangly. He was just an energy guy. Give me a rebound. He got himself in the weight room. He got himself in shape. He was a rebounding force. He was a defensive force. Oh, yeah, by the way, he can run the break as well, too. On a consistent basis, but you get in the rebound, he'll go coast to coast. Or give you a hee-hee and dish it to one of the wings. You add to your game. You continually improve your game. That's what Kobe White has done. He could have sat there and said, well, they don't even like me here in Chicago. A lot of these fans are full of crap. They want me traded. Bump this fan base. They're stupid. Blah, 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 blah. He could have easily taken that approach. But he didn't. He continued to work. He continued to love the process. That's the thing. Focus on the process. The results what's going to happen is going to happen. But if you focus on the process, guess what? The results will be better. Because you can't make every shot. Impossible. No one in the history of the NBA has made every shot they've ever taken. Practice, games, no one. But the more consistent that you put in the work, the harder that you work, the more consistently your shot will fall. The more you work on your handles, your ball skills, the better your ball handling skills will be. And we saw that this year. Come on, you must admit that Kobe's handles, as I said a moment ago, are so much better. That's a testament to him. So my thing with P. Will is this: like, you're getting the same flack. They're waiting for a development. They're waiting for a breakout year, and we haven't gotten one yet. Okay, why? Part of it is his mind. The biggest thing is his mindset. We've gone over this ad nauseum. We've seen him take over games. We've seen him be dominant. We've seen him be the best player on the floor. We've also seen him shine the corner and defer to DeMar and Zach. When DeMar is one of the guys, his biggest supporters, like, shoot the ball, DeMar has told him. Shoot the ball. Don't worry about us on the court. We'll be fine. We'll get our shots. But Patrick doesn't listen. That's a mindset. Whatever is holding him up, I don't know. It's a mindset. Levette comes. It's just funny. She's like, come to the blue and red. No, thank you. So, yeah, it's a mindset. P. Will, you got to get a better mindset, kid. Get your mind right. What did Beast Mode say? Focus on your mentals. Focus on your chicken. That's your money. Focus on it. Because the same improvement that Kobe White has had, P. Will can have. Just got to be consistent. Will he do it? That, my friends, is a key question. That is $1 million question. I don't think he will. I think he's too late in the game. I do, unfortunately. And I hate saying that. But I think he's okay with where he's at. And you have to be at a point where you're never satisfied. You are not satisfied with your play. You're not satisfied with averaging 2 points a game, 5 points a game, 10 points. You're not satisfied. You're just not. You're just not. And I don't know if he's at that point. I don't know if he'll ever get to that point. I don't know. Kobe White wasn't satisfied with where he was at. Not in the least. Which is why he continued to work. Which is why he continued. There you go. To get better. Which is why he continued to improve. Which is why he continues to look as if he can be a game changer for this organization. Looks like he can do that. Looks like he can be that. We'll see. We'll talk more about that at the top of the hour with our guy Darnell Mayberry. Next top of the morning topic, Chicago Sky. First round draft pick, Camila Cardoso. Okay. He'll meet the media today for the first time. Sports Zone Chicago's own Jason Palmer will be. He'll get to ask her some questions. And I think that's awesome. It's awesome. This girl, the development, this girl needs about a season and a half. So in the middle of next season, she's going to be a big problem, both ends of the court. Because I think she's going to be okay. She'll be a problem on the defensive end this year. Because look at her coach, Teresa Witherspoon. Defense, defensive player of the year. Defense, and Camila Cardoso loves defense. But as I said, they're going to get her to lose a little weight, lose maybe like 10, 15 pounds, turn that into muscle, work on her lateral movement, her skills, her jumping ability, her quickness, her short twitch fibers. This girl's going to be a Mickey Ficky problem. Let me take this down. Camila Cardoso is going to be a Mickey Ficky problem. When she loses that weight, 10, 15 pounds, gets a little slimmer, keeps the strength, because she's got big hips, big thighs, big ass. She's powerful down there. So she's not going to be a rail. So she's going to be able to post up down there, all right, and hold her own. She's going to be able to post up and be like, no, I got this. You saw what she did with Angel Reese. Angel, when they played, Angel tried to move her. She's like, nah, homie. Nah, Barbie. Nah. Nah. So now she's going up against grown women. There's going to be a lot of grown women who are not going to be as strong as her. There are going to be some grown women who are as strong as her, and she's going to have to work. But I'm anxious to see the development of Camila Cardoso. I really am. And the development of Angel Reese. Get them in the weight room. All right. Their lower bodies. Like when Camila Cardoso, when she trims down a set and is more muscular and stronger, watch her ass in the post. Literally and figuratively. But watch her in the post. She's going to be able to dominate in the post because of her lower body strength. It's got soft touch around the rim, her and Angel Reese, both. So I'm excited to hear what questions that Jason and other members of the media have for her. Because she is a key piece to the Sky getting back to the WNBA finals. She's not a finished product yet. Nowhere near it. Her floor is extremely high. And her ceiling is super high. Super, super high. You know, they settled the debate because they both wore 10 in college. They settled the debate. So Angel Reese is going to wear number 5. Camila Cardoso is going to wear number 10. I hope the jerseys are selling out. I still got to go I didn't get to make it to Dick's Sporting Goods to get a hat. I will do that. Yeah. Django, IG88. Good morning, Papa. Well, first time I saw you in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope we keep you entertained. Thank you for the Sky coverage. I'm telling you, I like the Sky. I do. I like women's sports. I like the WNBA because the fundamentals are there for me. You're not going to get these high-flying dunks and blocks and all these other things, but you get good fundamental basketball, good backdoor cutting, good picks. Heck, even sometimes they have a problem with picks. You see the whoop, offensive foul, lean in. Yeah, Django. Yeah, I'm definitely going to hit a couple of Sky games as well. It's going to be great. Plank in the house. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you much. So yeah, excited to see about Camila Cardoso. Next top of the morning topic, the NFL draft this Thursday, 7 o'clock, live from the D from Detroit, Michigan. And if you don't know, Sports Zone Chicago is going to have a draft party on Thursday. Thursday, Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago. Thursday, 6 o'clock, and we're going to go until the end, until after the Bears' second pick in the first round. So if they stay at 9, we'll probably go to the 10th pick and then cut it. If they trade back, we'll wait until they make their second selection. But Thursday, Sports Zone Chicago's NFL draft party. Plenty of giveaways throughout the event. I was going through some of the stuff today. I got some cool shit. Got a Bears Gatorade towel. Got some Bears Gatorade squeeze bottles. I got another Bears felt lined winter hat. I know it's not winter now, but hell, sometimes in the morning it's just cold. Fleece lined hat. Yeah. I'm trying to get a couple more things for you to pass out. It's going to be fun. Make sure you're there, baby. Make sure you are there. Draft is at 7. We go on at 6. So it's going to be like from 6 to 8-ish, give or take. Man, home of the best hot wings in Chicago. You will not be disappointed. Cornelius Squalls was there. He had some. My man Luis, he's been there. He's had some. Armando Emeterio Lada the third. He's been there. He had some. I'm telling you, these wings are off the chain. Number one best wings in the city. And they're going back. So they're back in the competitions because he won those like 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. And he stopped entering contests because they were winning. Most of them. It's like we keep winning them. Why am I going to keep going? But they're back. They're going to Wing Out next month, I want to say. Wing Out. It's a place where they won a couple of awards there. People's Choice Award. I think they won it three time, back to back. People's Choice for best wings. Yeah. So make sure you plan to join us. Get there early. Early arrival is strongly suggested. Strongly. Crazy Ace in the house. Good morning, Papa. Oh, it's 11:51 over there. PM, I would imagine, huh? Wow. 14 hours ahead. Jeez. Whew. No, Django, they'll bring one in. UDFA, most likely. Undrafted free agent. So this draft, what do you want? What do you want? Quarterback scramble, and you saw. I've shown you. You've seen now the thumbnail. So I gotta clear all this off. I got a whole bunch of stuff right here on my desk. Where I shoot, where I record. You saw the thumbnail. What's next? The presumption is that they're going to take Caleb Williams with the first overall pick. But then what do they do with number 9? What do you want them to do with number 9? I love Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't think he'll be there. I like Malik Neighbors, but the only issue that I have with Malik Neighbors, the only issue, and that's quickly negated by his play, his style of play, his yak ability, yards after catch, or yards after contact, especially in particular, is he's 6 feet, 6'1". I want a bigger receiver, taller. We already have a 6-foot guy, DJ Moore, who's a stud. Let's not get it twisted. But I want like 6'3", 6'4", like Marvin Harrison Jr., like Romeo Dunze. That's the only knock I have on Malik Neighbors, and I don't think he's going to hit another growth spurt. I think he's done. But his ability to go to high point of ball, second to none. His ability to bounce off tacklers, if you don't wrap up, second to none. His ability to get the ball and get some yards after catch and yards after contact, second to none. But you want two receivers who are 6 feet, 6'1". That's my only knock on him, and I'm stretching. It's the only knock on Malik Neighbors. If Malik Neighbors was 6'2", 6'3", hands down. Hands down. Let's see. Crazy Ace. I'll be honest. I'm not too concerned with the number 1 pick. It's the 9th pick I'm worried about. Django, you want to tackle? Listen, I don't want to tackle, but I can't argue if they go there. If Joe Alt falls and you feel you got your right tackle last year in Darnell Wright, and you can get your left tackle this year in Joe Alt, I can't be mad at you. But that means you're going to have to trade back up to get into one of those receivers. Xavier Leggett, Xavier Worthy. There's a lot of great receivers in this draft class. You're going to have to jump back up because you don't go again until 75. But I hear you, Django. King Booker said, just get the best player for the position needed that is left over. Which position? Wide receiver, offensive tackle, edge rusher? That's the thing. Again, why did you not take the haul? I don't get it. No, I agree. I cannot see the Bears moving up without giving capital from next year in which they're in a good position, 8 picks. So why give that up? I agree. I think because the disparity between the top 3 draft between the 3 wide receivers, they're almost interchangeable. Maybe one might be a little better than the other, but you still remember what I said. Would you rather get a Hall of Famer or a great player? I don't know, it's just a great player. Just a great player is going to make a lot of great plays. So do you want to trade draft capital for next year so you can go get Marvin Harrison Jr.? I'm okay if they do, but you don't need to, because you can get Rome Odunze. You can get Malik Neighbors. Crazy Ace, you feel a fault is there, take him. Okay. Comes down to how many blue chip players you think there are. Can you get a blue chip out of the top 10? You should. Should be able to. Cornelius Squalls is happy. I'll be satisfied. Trust his judgment. Okay. Junius is not an edge rusher. Kez the Canuck. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what. No, I should say I am sure. I want a receiver. I want a receiver. I just think it ensures yourself. See what happened? Because what if Keenan Allen doesn't extend here? What if Keenan Allen's production drops off after next year, after this season? And you have nothing and the cupboard is still bare? No pun intended? Yeah. I also want a stud young receiver to go with a young quarterback. Because DJ Moore has 2 years left on his contract this year, next year, and I don't know if he's going to want to stay. If he does, great. That'll keep the continuity going. But if he doesn't, Caleb and this new receiver will be tied together for 4 years. Maybe 5. Well, listen, let's take a quick break. Because on the other side of the break, my man Darnell Mayberry is going to join us talking some Bulls basketball. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the Army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators. a passion to change lives. Spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds. Help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Every day we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
Underneath, that's a terrific look. South Carolina still not able to get Cardoso. They finally get it to her down low. Every time. Still letting her team play on. Now they go into Cardoso. Every time.
Ball working behind Cardoso. Feeds her again. And more easy catch. The same. Bierbach dives inside and gets swallowed up by Cardoso. No rebound. Snare. Cardoso. Unstoppable.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of ESPN. That is our first round pick for the Chicago Sky, Camila Cardoso, who's going to meet with the media later today. And as I said, Sports Zone Chicago's own Jason Palmer is going to be there to ask her some questions. I'm fired up about it, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I love it. I can't wait till she develops. I can't wait till she trims down a little bit, gets stronger, gets more explosive. Man, that girl's that's a bad girl. That's a bad girl. Her at 6'7", man. Anyway, my Bullies finished the season. It's like deja vu all over again. Losing to Miami, in the second play-in game. My first guest is going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the end of the season and where are we going from here. And you can find him on Twitter. He's a good friend of the program. You can find him on Twitter at Darnell Mayberry. Guys, just welcome back to Shawn and Maya, Darnell Mayberry. Darnell, what's up, Papa? Good morning. How you doing?
Never better, Shawn. Good morning. How are you?
Man, any better, it'd be illegal. Things are good, man. Things are going well. Let's talk about our boys, man. What the heck? So Arturas Karnisovas goes from saying, I just want to be competitive, just going to be competitive, to yesterday being, I got to take accountability. What happened from that presser a couple weeks ago or a month or so ago where he's like, I just want to be competitive. And then last thing, changes got to be made, and I got to make them. What do you think happened from that first presser to yesterday?
Well, two things. One, more of the same, and it's undeniable, as you mentioned, it feels like deja vu. And you go back to Miami and lose in the same place that you lost last year. You don't even make the playoffs. He could not come up there and say anything else. I mean, this is 3 straight years now where you either a first-round exit or don't even make the playoffs. So it's just not working. And that point has been made clear now through time. And so the second thing, Shawn, I think is just the pressure and the heat that he's feeling from the media and the fans. I wouldn't say necessarily inside the organization because they led the league in attendance again. Places packed, people buying merchandise and tickets, concessions, and all of that. So, they're doing their job from that standpoint, putting a competitive enough team on the floor for fans to want to come out and support it. But, in terms of winning and building a winning organization, that just they haven't been able to get over the hump. And so I think that much is where the criticism is coming from people like me and others in the media. And I think he's starting to really finally feel that.
Good. Thank God. Because I was saying earlier, like Chicago, like basketball, like Chicago's a basketball city, like from the street tops to the high schoolers, that we love our basketball. All right. And then we were spoiled with Mike for so long. and it's frustrating because basketball is something we all can do. Like everybody can't play football, everybody can't play hockey. It takes everyone can't play baseball, but you can go play basketball. You can go hit a Steph, buzzer beater from 27. You may not hit it often, but you can hit one. You know what I mean? So we're a lot more connected to that sport, and it's frustrating as fans to have this situation going on that we have going on. So now going into the offseason, we have three key pieces, probably four. I mean, I'm include Vooch in that. Lonzo Ball, all right. Zach LaVine, he's under contract. DeMar DeRozan wants to stay. Vooch, just taking money from us. Let's start with Lonzo Ball. Your thoughts on him next year? Because they said he should be back, but at what percentage?
Yeah, that's the big question. I mean, just because he's back doesn't mean he's going to be himself.
Doesn't mean he's back.
That's the thing. And what he does and what he did so well, really at an elite level defensively, being able to guard 1 through 5. Coming back off a knee injury that kept you out 2 straight seasons, it's not going to be just easy for him to do those things again, and it's going to take some time. And even offensively, the way he was able to push the ball, push the tempo in transition, get to his spots, the 3-point shot that he was really developing and turning into a real weapon for himself. He needs his knees for all of that. I mean, he's got to be able to be comfortable and confident in what he can do athletically, physically, and he just hasn't been able to do that for 2 seasons at the professional level. So, yes, he might come back next season, but what type of player are we going to see? And I asked him at the start of this season if he's thought about transitioning his game, sort of evolving his game, reworking things to become a different type of player. And he said he hadn't even thought about it yet, which I thought was a good sign because he feels like that, to me, suggests he feels like he can still be himself, or at least he's going to try, but he needs a backup plan in case he can't.
I couldn't agree more. Guys, we're joined by Darnell Mayberry, who covers the Bulls for The Athletic, talking Bulls basketball here on Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Zach LaVine, he's another dude who's hurt, got the crazy big contract. What do you think happens to him? Did the Bulls try and shop him? They were trying to shop him earlier, and there were no takers. Now they got to wait until he plays, so people realize he's not damaged or not as damaged goods. He can do something. What do you think happens to him?
Yeah, I think that's what the Bulls have to do. I'd be surprised if they're able to find a suitor, a partner, trade partner for Zach LaVine before the start of next season, given that he's coming off of knee surgery or foot. What was it? Knee surgery, foot surgery is early. I had a late night out here in Oklahoma City, Shawn. But he's coming off of surgery, and he hasn't been able to prove that he can stay healthy throughout the duration of the season. Even last season, he was dealing with a injury at the end of the season that limited him, and then the season before that, he couldn't finish the playoffs. So, it's just not a great look for LaVine, especially when you think about the money that he's making. And so, I'd be surprised if they're able to deal him this summer.
DeMar's contract's up, but he wants to stay. He's 46, 47 years old, somewhere in there. But what do you think?
Don't do that to DeMar, Shawn.
But he's still playing at a decent level. You know what I'm saying?
He led the league in minutes.
Yeah, and he's up for a clutch player again. I mean, so now he's 34-ish?
Yeah,
32, 34-ish. Okay. He wants to come back, but that's the kind of guy DeMar is, though. He's a loyal guy. Like, he wanted when he was with Toronto. But what do? Do you run it back again with the same with him? I mean, I love DeMar. I love everything about him as a basketball player, but as a guy, you don't hear jack spit about him in trouble and controversy and nothing. He just goes out there and balls very well. All right. But what do you bring him back?
Personally, I would have moved on and tried to trade him before having to make this decision. And so now the fact that they didn't do that, I think that it makes it more likely that they re-sign him and continue to retain the value of DeMar DeRozan as an asset. And so unless you can get a sign and trade with someone, which I think will be tough, I think DeMar DeRozan is going to be back. And at that point, you have to wonder, how do you build around him in order to make this, take this team to the next level? And that's the hard part, because he's going to want top dollar. And that's, I don't see DeMar DeRozan hometown discount coming for the Bulls.
He's loyal, but he ain't crazy.
That's right. That's right. It's a great way of putting it.
I think the brightest spot for all of us, I won't speak for you, but I think it might be for you. Well, it's Kobe White. We've talked about him. Just talked about the evolution of his game, and it's finally, now that the season's over, okay, for the Bulls, and he's up for most improved. I don't think he'll get it, but he deserves to be in that solidly in that conversation. Talk to me about where he's at now and where you think he can go moving forward next year.
Yeah, Kobe is doing things that you just kind of see him putting everything together that we saw him develop slowly over the last 4 seasons. And that's been really impressive to me, because, it started with the ball handling, and the defense got better individually.
That's just what I said beforehand. I'm like, you cannot sit there and tell me that you haven't noticed how crazy his handle got from day one when he got here to now. He's getting close, not there yet. He's getting close to the Kyrie Irving type of handle. And I'm like, holy cow. I said that earlier. It's so noticeable where he's whoop, 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 behind the back. Man, I'm glad you mentioned it, because it is just evident. Even the people who don't know basketball, you have to admit that. I apologize.
No, you can see it for sure, and it's his footwork to me, in the series of dribbles that he has, that he's able to put together, makes him able to get out of a lot of jams, and he's able to get to the rim and finish now. His shooting has also become a lot more consistent than we remember it being earlier in his career, and I think that's unlocked a lot of his game. Defenders have to respect him as a spot up shooter. If he ever gets it, that allows him to attack closeouts and then make plays at the rim for himself or kick out to others. So all of that is kind of working for him now. I think he's learned where he can excel. And then we can't ignore the fact that not having those guys in there, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, Lonzo Ball, for the last 2 seasons, has accelerated his development, being able to put the ball in his hands and give him more opportunities.
Dude, I love the way he go. He ain't scared. He ain't never scared of going in the hole to the lane. He's not. I'm like, ooh, and you know what? Because I still think he's only 6'3". I have no idea why I can't get in my mind that he's 6'5", 6'6". I still think of, not that he was 6'3", but when he got here, I always thought of him as 6'3", and he's 6'5", but he seems smaller to me. But I still love the fact that his aggressiveness, his heart of a lion. Like, I'm going in, and I'm going to go on the right side and the left side. Doesn't matter, but I'm going to hit it off this board and get a bucket. I love his fearlessness now. He's playing with the confidence that I only wish he can rub some of that off on Patrick Williams. Like, here you go, boss, take some of that, because that dude. Talk to me about him and what his situation is, man, because that dude is uber talented, but just, I talked about it earlier, again, early in the show, mindset. He's got to get that. He's got to get your mind. You know what Marshawn said? Get your mentals right. Get your mentals right. And he ain't got his mentals right.
We've been talking about the same thing for 4 seasons now.
Yeah.
So now that he's probably going to be a restricted free agent this summer, and the Bulls have a chance to match any offer he gets, Patrick Williams has a chance to test the market and see, how the league feels about him. And the Bulls have a chance to match if he gets an offer. And I'm curious to see which direction the Bulls go. I think he's a very good player and can be a good piece for this franchise. But at what cost? And that's the thing for me, Shawn. Like, you can't go out. I mean, there was talk earlier in the season about him being a $100 million player, making $20+ million a year. And, that being the going rate for guys of his skill set. And I'm saying, that might be the going rate, but I need to see it. Show me first that you're able to do this consistently and then stay healthy and then impact winning, and that to me, before you end up in another situation where you have with Zach LaVine in a contract and Nikola Vucevic being a contract that you rather, not have and be able to get off. But you're going to have another one in Patrick Williams just because you're paying for potential. We've seen 4 years of Patrick Williams, and we haven't seen that potential materialize right now into him being an impact player consistently. And so he's got to be able to show that, I think, before the Thunder would feel comfortable. The Bulls, I'm down here in Oklahoma City, before the Bulls would feel comfortable rewarding him with a lucrative extension.
Bro, I appreciate your time this morning, but before I let you go, I want to keep you an extra minute because you came out a minute late. Talk to me about your swag you're sporting. I always want you to talk about it every time you come out. Holla at people.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's my independent project I'm doing, moneytalks101.substack.com. I'm teaching my daughter and others, my 10-year-old daughter Parker, about financial literacy and being smarter with money, how to earn, spend, save, and invest better, all the things that we weren't taught, Shawn. So that's where you can check out that. That's what I'm wearing here.
Repeat it again, where they can get Money 101?
moneytalks101.substack.com. I write a newsletter. We do a blog, a podcast over there. 2 columns a week, man, writing about personal finance. I wrote about coffee this morning, Shawn. You a big coffee drinker?
Dude, nope. I am not. Believe it or not, I get up at 4:00 in the morning, 4 days a week, and I am not a coffee guy.
Wow.
Last cup of coffee I had was before the turn of the century, as crazy as that sounds. I remember
made
I was
you
dating.
stop?
Never liked the taste. Never started it. Never did it in college. Never did it. No, I just did it. No, I'm not even gonna play like that. No, but I never did. Never got it into it. I just don't know. But hey, Papa, I appreciate it. Hey, and I saw you back down in OKC helping on coverage down there. It's not like you don't know the lay of the land or anything down there. So, hey, that's good stuff. And I appreciate you coming on and talking Bulls with us. And I really appreciate. I love what you're doing with your daughter and getting her and a whole bunch of other people helping them with financial literacy, man. Hey, you have a great week. And we'll talk soon, all right?
Thanks, Shawn. Have a great week.
Likewise. Man, that's Darnell Mayberry from The Athletic. I appreciate the time. And, he's talking financial literacy. He does that with his daughter. It's moneytalks101.substack.com. Check it out. You saw the swag he was wearing. And this is the thing, all right? He's doing it with his daughter. To me, that gets me, all right? Because a lot of us weren't taught that. Most of us weren't taught that. And if you're, especially people of color, a lot of times we grew up in a survival mode. Our parents grew up in survival mode, okay? And that passes on to us. And I still have those issues at times as well, where I'm like, I have to catch myself like, no, that's survival. It's not thriving. And I don't need to survive. I've survived. Now I need to continue to thrive. And that's, it's when you thrive, when you look at the world differently, you look at money differently, and it doesn't mean you go spend all crazy and stuff like that. No. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means you look at things differently. Like the warden, like she grew up, she was born in 1945, right? So her view on stuff is so different than mine. Okay. So I love that Darnell wears that all the time. And every time he comes on, I'm going to ask him about it because I think it's awesome. And I think that people need to, especially if you have kids, I think it's imperative. If you have kids, it's imperative that you talk to them about money, because they don't know. They are a kid. I think this is what he said. I think this is what he said. I think it's moneytalks101.substack.com. All right. Make sure you go check that out. Give our guy Darnell Mayberry a follow. Check it out. He does 2 things a week. But it's also encouraging her to become an entrepreneur. It's also encouraging her work ethic. Like, oh shit, I got to do 2 articles, 2 articles a week. I gotta plan my week accordingly. You know what I mean? It's getting her into a mindset, and that's awesome. That's awesome. So moneytalks101.substack.com. That's Darnell Mayberry's financial blog that he's working on with his daughter. And again, I couldn't be happier. I just think that's just the goods, man. That's just first time I met Darnell, or I had him on. we just vibe, we clicked. He's so cool, so down to earth, so about his business, and I love it. You know, you love working with people who are passionate about what it is that they do. Okay, who are good at it, and bottom line, just good people. All right, because you get people who are good at what they do, they could be jagbags. All right, and Darnell is definitely one of the nicest guys, one of the coolest cats that I've met since starting this thing. Since starting Sports Zone Chicago, one of the coolest dudes, and I love it. I'm glad I call him a friend, and you just meet some great people. But yeah, the bullies. I mean, I just want to talk. What are we going to do? We can bring Vooch back. We're going to run it back again. So DeMar's coming back. Vooch is coming back. Zach LaVine's coming back. Lonzo Ball's coming back. This is Groundhog's Day. This is literally Groundhog Day, and shit ain't going to change. Nothing is going to change. You don't have rim protection. You don't play Drummond enough to protect the rim. You haven't gone out. Oh, actually, yes, you had. You did go out and grab some defensive players. Oh, but you traded them away. Bobby Portis, Daniel Gafford. These are all energy guys who protect the rim and rebound. We trade them. Bobby Portis, he ain't doing nothing. He just won an NBA title with the Bucks. That's fine. It's not like he's a cult hero in Milwaukee or anything. Like this, and again, and I'm also looking for the development of Io. Io has had a nice developmental year this year. I want to see him take another step forward next year. And we'll have one of the better backcourts in the NBA, not in the East, in the NBA next year. If Io can take a step up, can take another step forward. Can he do it? I hope DeMar's in his ear. I hope, because we have some young talent. We have some young talent. Kids, yeah, you're right. Financial literacy is paramount. Well, listen, we're going to take a break in about 4 or 5 minutes, but give you a preview of what's coming up today for your boy. Okay. So here on Sports Zone Chicago, we have Second City Sports at 12:15 today. Lakina McGee and Sydney Brown will take you for another 2-hour trip of Chicago sports. And then at 3 o'clock, I'll be here on Sports Zone Chicago's Roku channel, my personal page. Okay. It's the SuperBack and Nomad's Daily Bears Talk. We have Adam Rank from the NFL Network. We have him on today. That's 3 p.m. Central, so make sure you check that out. I'm excited about that. That's going to be fun. Then this show will be re-aired tonight at 6, and then at 9:15. I got to confirm it, but somewhere around then, we're going to have the Bears Den with War Media, and Glenn Morgan from NBC Sports Chicago is going to be the guest. We're getting ready for the draft on Thursday. And for those of you in the area, okay, yay, Sports Zone Chicago, we're having a draft party at Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago this Thursday, April 25th, starting at 6 p.m. The draft starts at 7. We're going to go until about 8 o'clock-ish. Basically, for all intents and purposes, until after the Bears make their second selection in the first round. Okay, they have 1 and 9, whether they trade back, whether they keep it or trade back. We'll go there. Make sure you guys make it out to Sports Zone Chicago. If you haven't been to Output, get there early. Draft starts at 7. I'd say get there around 6-ish. Well, you should get there at 6-ish because we start at 6. So I'd say about 5:15-ish. All right. 5 to 5:15, start getting there. It's going to get crowded. I'm going to be there around 3 in the afternoon. We got to set up and all this good stuff. So I'll be there early. Come check it out. We got tons of giveaways. Man, You know what? Let me take a quick break. On the other side of the break, I'll show you some of the giveaways that I have. So you're going to want you. So I ain't bull jiving. You're going to be like, oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You're going to want to go and get and try and win it. And it's going to be a free raffle. Don't worry. Just come in. As long as you're in the back room, you can get. Actually, will it be everyone in the bar? Don't worry. It doesn't cost anything for the raffle tickets. Just get there and you will have a chance to win. I'll get some of the things, maybe 3 or 4 things that I have, and I'm expecting a couple more. And if not, even these 3 or 4 things are pretty damn dope. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take that break. Here we go. So keep it locked right here, folks. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Ryan Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Fly to left, and in no... Oh! What a catch by Shoemake!
Well, when I talked to him, I asked him what position he liked the most, and he said shortstop because that's where I played the most, and he has a very appreciative... Been some very good work out of the pen.
Oh, a diving stop by Shoemake to throw over. Another great play at third. Braden Shoemake, have yourself a ball game. He gets the ground ball to Shoemake. Still has time. Gathers himself. What a play by Braden Shoemake. Shoemake might have to keep that facial hair because defensively it is working today.
Yep.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of NBC Sports Chicago. Those are the White Sox. getting their ass whooped yesterday, getting swept in Philly. Brendan Shoemake. Whoa. I'm like, what? We got a little. Yo-Yo looks like they have your replacement. I don't know what to tell you. You know I'm a big Yo-Yo man. Yo-Yo, I love me some Yo Moncada. Love me some Yo Moncada, but can't stay healthy. He's just I don't know. He just never got on track, never lived up to the billing of the top minor league prospect in baseball. Never lived up to it. So I told you Thursday. What day? This Thursday. This Thursday at Output Lounge, Sports Zone Chicago, we're having a draft party. All right. We got a couple of former NFL players in there. Marcus Sullivan scheduled to be there. Chicago guy, went to Fenwick High School, University of Illinois, played for the Buffalo Bills about 6 seasons and played one with the Giants and one with the Patriots. Kelvin Hayden is scheduled to be in the building. For all of you old enough to remember, he was the guy who broke the Bears' heart in the Super Bowl. He's a Chicago kid. He is a Hubbard grad, University of Illinois kid as well, like Marcus. Intercepted Rex Grossman when he was playing with the Colts. I remember him. I coached against him. So I had a guy who I ran a quarterback when I was at Flower High School. Quarterback was pretty fast. So I was the track coach. And he ran against Kelvin Hayden. We were at Proviso West indoor meet. It was only a 60-yard meet, and he beat my kid by about 60 meters. It was a 60-meter event. He beat him by about 15 meters. And my kid was fast. My kid finished second. My kid was fast. And Kelvin Hayden. So he's scheduled to be in there. I was talking to Eddie today. So here's some of the stuff we got. So it's going to look a little weird. So you can't see. It's looks clear because it's green. So I have a green screen behind me, so it doesn't. But it's got the Bear logo here, as you can see. It's got a Gatorade thing. It's got it on both sides. All right. I have 4 of these. See, you hear the. So you can turn it over and it's not going to leak. You got to squeeze it. It's 32 ounces. 32. Did you try again? Oh, that's okay, Siri. Never mind. Okay. So I got 4 of these. We're going to raffle off. Okay. Gatorade towel. Bears Gatorade towel. We're going to raffle off. So you're definitely going to want to be there for that. Got a nice little Bears hat still in the package. It is it's lined on the inside. That was the first time I'm opening this. Oh shit, I ripped it. Oh well. I ripped the packaging that is the plastic. Ni modo. Who cares? No one's gonna care. Look at this. Nice little Bears hat. Fleece line, so it's gonna keep you warm. You know, those regular. This is $30. Don't worry about it. Got the logo in the front. Got the 100 years George Stanley Hallis initials in the back. Another Bears hat. All right. Fleece lined on the inside as well. This one, the fleece is gray. So we got a couple nice hats. Gatorade towel. 4 Gatorade bottles. Chicago Bears. And then we have a slew. Probably have 4 or 6 of these giveaway. The Bears. All right. We got a few of those. All right. I'm waiting for a couple more. I might be able to get a couple more things if I can. We'll raffle those. We'll give those away as well. So we have pretty cool stuff to give away. Make sure you're able to make it this Thursday. Okay. this Thursday, Output Lounge, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago, Thursday, April 25th, 6 o'clock. All right. There's giveaways throughout the event. It's going to be fun, man. So we have four bottles, 2 hats at 6, a towel at 7, and a couple of koozies. You get two koozies per. Man. 10 things in a 2-hour span. We're giving stuff away constantly. So get there. I was going to say that's really stupid, but I think that would be actually really funny. That would be really, really funny. I should wear a green shirt and do a floating head show. That would be really, really, really funny. Now that I think about it. So you see my chair. No, you wouldn't see the chair. You'd see the screen in the back. That's actually pretty funny, Junior. That's pretty funny. So make sure you guys head out there. If you're in town, make sure you head out there. It's going to be fun. All right, we'll have a speaker there. So here's how it's going to be. They're going to have the volume down on the ESPN broadcast from the draft. We're going to give our own commentary. So you're going to be hearing us in the back. We have a big speaker in the back. You'll be able to hear it. The front will have the sound from the actual drafts and the commentators, but in the back we'll have it. And I'm looking forward to it. I really, really am. It's going to be fun. Okay, it's going to be fun, especially when we figure out what happens with number 9. And I know it seems like a slam dunk, and it seems like Caleb is the number 1, going to be the number 1 pick. But Ryan Poles might do something really, really crazy and just pull. It doesn't seem like it. Excuse me. Washington may come in with a crazy deal: 3 first-round picks, 2 seconds, and Deron Payne or Jonathan Allen. So if that happens and Ryan Poles has been in, the commissioner says there's been a trade, highly unlikely, but it's still possible. And then the number 9 pick. Is he trading back? Is he trading up? Is he staying put? And if he stays put, what does he get? Who's at 9 if he stays put? Is Joe Alt available at 9? Olu Fashanu, that was Caleb Williams' teammate in high school. Okay. Do you go Dallas Turner, edge rusher? What do you do? Which one of the big 3 wide receivers are still there? I don't think Marvin Harrison will be there. Malik Neighbors may not be there. So are you happy with Romeo Dunze? I personally am. I personally would be. I'd be happy with either of them. I'd love Marvin Harrison Jr., but again, I don't need a generational talent. I just need someone who's going to be really good to great. I think Romeo Dunze can be good to great. I think he can. Especially with all the weapons around him, where he's not going to be asked to carry the load offensively. He's got DJ Moore. He's got Keenan Allen. He's got Cole Kmet. He's got DeAndre Swift. He's got that offensive line. Yeah. So there's going to be a point in time where he's going to be singled up, because you can't double team a Romeo Dunze. You can't double team Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr., because if you double team them, a rookie, man, Keenan Allen's going to eat, DJ Moore's going to eat, Cole Kmet's going to eat. And that's a disrespect to those veterans. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. You know what? I'm really looking forward to the giveaways, guys. I'm looking forward to giving that away. Like, I love when you guys come out. We're probably going to see if we got any more Sports Zone Chicago shirts. We'll raffle one off as well. But I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Who do I want? I want a receiver. So I want Marvin Harrison Jr., but he's not going to be there. I'm okay with Romeo Dunze. Why? You kick Keenan Allen in the slot. Keenan Allen's ability to be a phenomenal zone wide receiver. He's able to find holes in the zone, sit, big body, big frame. You talk about helping out your quarterback. All right. You talk about making things easier for him. Well, guess what? You turn around, you hand the ball off to DeAndre Swift. You turn around, you hand the ball off to Khalil Herbert. You turn around and hand the ball off to Roshan Johnson. All right, and you let the road graders go to work. I'm excited for the direction this is going. This Bears team is in a really good spot. This Bears team is really. Oh, okay, Cornelius. I'm leaning more and more towards the O D lineman with our second pick. Okay. Again, you can't. I'm. If we take a lineman, I'll take it. I'd rather it be an offensive lineman. Everybody's worried about the other end. All right, opposite sweat. DeMarcus Walker's fine. He's an edge setter. We're good. I don't need him. You have Andrew Billings. You have Javon Dexter, who's I assume is going to continue his path. In the last 4 or 5 games, you saw how disruptive he could be. Then you have Montez Sweat. Okay. Shorty says, I'm hoping MHJ slips a bit and we can trade up 2-3 spots for him. Possible. It all depends. You know, it all depends on how the quarterback situation goes. Did JJ McCarthy jump into the top 5 or top 6? All right. Caleb, Drake. One of the guys that I've realized that's losing a lot of steam is Drake May. It's Caleb. It's a lot of Jaden Daniels talk and a lot of JJ McCarthy jumping up. And Drake May has been on the fervor for him has been slow, lukewarm. And I think some team is happy about it. Maybe the Giants are happy about it. So they have a chance to jump up. But if they're top 4, top 4, Chicago, presume Caleb Williams. Washington, Jaden Daniels. You have New England. Do they trade back? Does Minnesota jump up to 3? Take JJ McCarthy? Or does Drake May go to New England? Then 4, you have the Cardinals. What happens there? There's so many different things. Do the Cardinals stay and say, we're taking Marvin Harrison Jr.? Or do they say, hey, listen, somebody wants a quarterback. We're going to get some more picks. Jason Jones, good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Hey, see, Adam, he's back, baby. What do the Giants want? Do the Giants need a quarterback? Are they jumping up? And then the Chargers. They don't need a quarterback. They got Justin Herbert. Do they go wide receiver? Do they go Marvin Harrison Jr.? Do they go Malik Neighbors? Then the Giants, like I said, do they jump up to Arizona? Say they switch. So they jump up. Arizona at 6. They could take Marvin Harrison Jr. Is that where you'd want to trade up to go get Marvin Harrison Jr. from 9 to 6? Okay. Tennessee, they got Will Levis. Giants want a quarterback. Chargers at 5 do not. Giants at 6 do. Titans, Will Levis. 8, Atlanta Falcons. They got Kirk Cousins. And then the Bears. So I want a wide receiver. I want a wide receiver. Look, I've still not backed off. I still said I think it was the bad move trading Justin Fields, and I get it. And everyone, we all have our own opinions. And people are going to want to throw stats at me, and I'm like, don't throw stats at me. Don't throw stats at me. Put players around them. Okay, but I'm riding with Poles. I trust him. Just because he did something, he made a move I didn't like, doesn't mean I don't trust him. Okay, doesn't mean that at all. So don't try with the aha moment. We don't have a lot of trolls in there. We don't have Leonidas in here. We don't have Scrolls in here. We don't have Don Burr in here today. Thank goodness. I hear you, Cornelius. Acquire more. Yeah, and that again, all it leads me to say is this. Why you wouldn't take the haul? 1 to 2, 2 to 6. You know what I mean? Like 1 to 2 to the Commanders. Now you got something from there. Okay. And then the Giants. Do the Giants want to jump up from 6 to 2? We're not in our division. Would they be willing? What about Tennessee? No, they got Will Levis. What about Atlanta jumping up? No, they got Kirk Cousins. But the Jets, the Vikings from 11. Imagine the Vikings jumping up to 11. We trade 1 to 2 with Washington, and then Minnesota wants to come up and get their guy JJ at 2. Man. Picks galore. Luis, I would say it's Thursday, so get there as soon as possible. I will. When I get there, I will talk to my people and see if because if it gets there early, I mean, I would say get there as soon as possible. Like I'm getting there early because we just got to set up and all the other stuff. But I would say get the show started at 6. I'd say get there between about 5:30-ish. Between 5:30 and 6. Miles Shorty, you see Justin Herbert or JJ McCarthy as a Viking. So the Chargers trade with the Vikings. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, and Plank, that's very astute by you. I don't want to see Michael Penix in there, Daniels or Penix, because first they're in our division. But Minnesota's got a nice squad. They have a nice landing spot. They have a nice landing spot for a quarterback. Who? Glad you asked. First of all, you got Kevin O'Connell as a play caller. That's huge. Hell yes, Luis. Should I bring cigars from the DR, the draft special? Hell yes. Yes. Yes, Papa, yes. So here's who Minnesota has. They got Kevin O'Connell as a play caller, which I love. Aaron Jones, remember the former Packer? He's going to destroy us. I mean, I think he wants to destroy Green Bay more. But nonetheless, you got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson. That's another nice little setup to be walking into. And if you get a guy who's arguably the best passer in the league, as Michael Penix, you can keep him upright. Yeah, it's going to be... Shorty, he could have the lefty in his 4 surgeries. Harbaugh trades Herbert and drafts JJ. It confirms you're glad the Bears didn't hire him. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So some people want Cornelius wants an offensive defensive lineman. I want a receiver. I want a receiver. I just want a receiver. I want this. I want to see this a three-headed monster. I want to see it. It probably won't happen this year, or it could maybe toward the end of the season. You get a situation with the greatest show on turf where you get Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Oz Hakeem, Ricky Prohl. I want to see DJ Moore go ham. I want to see Keenan Allen go ham. I want to see this youngster have a nice, memorable touchdown or two. I want to get more than two, the rookie, but I want a memorable one. So you remember the one time, I don't know if it was Torrey Holt caught it or if it was Oz Hakeem who caught it, and he gets escorted into the end zone by one of the other guys, by their guys. Oz Hakeem, they're running like an extra 40 yards, 30 yards, and they're running, just talking, bobbing their head at each other. And I want to see that. I want to see that. Playing Minnesota set up pretty good to protect Penix, but I would rather face Penix rather than Jaden. Well, yeah, because Jaden can move. Jaden can move. And so Penix not being able to move, he's a sitting. So if you're able to get to him, cool. But the only issue is that he's probably the most accurate passer in this league. I mean, in this draft. He's probably the most accurate passer in this draft. So if you get to him, you're going to have to get to him quick because the accuracy on this guy is probably the best in the draft. And what if you get to Jaden? Well, Jaden can slide through, sneak up, and now you're screwed. Either he can run for it or he can buy time. Scramble drill, guys break off their routes. So they're both a problem. See, I'd have no problem. I'd have no problem going offensive tackle at number 9 if we took that haul. No problem going there because we'd have more picks in this draft. We'd have a second-round pick most likely, maybe 2 second-round picks, all right, to make up for the Sweat deal. And, okay, we can get a receiver there. But now because we don't have, what do? What do you want? Continue. Put stuff in the chat. What do you want? All right, Cornelius said he wants an OD lineman. I said I want a receiver. Who wants an edge rusher? Who wants Dallas Turner? All right, put it in the chat. Let's talk about it. I personally don't think we need an edge. I think, everyone's like, oh, see, here's the problem. Everybody, remember, we can't have all pros at every position. We can't. It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Some people have brought up San Francisco. They don't have all pros at every position. They got good players. Brandon Ayuk is not a world beater. He's a good player in that system. Deebo Samuels is a very good player. Christian McCaffrey, elite. But you don't have Pro Bowlers at every position. You got good players at every position who play together. That's what we need. I'm more than okay with getting good to great players who have continuity. Plank, this is another thing. The edge rusher position next year is very strong. DeMarcus Walker can be a placeholder. Or, man, go. I'm telling you, one of the things that I subscribe to is go find, and here's where your scouting comes in. Go have your people go get you a one-trick pony. Undrafted free agent with your 122nd pick. Go get a one-trick pony. And one trick is sacking a quarterback. I'm not asking them to stop the run. I'm not asking them to tackle the running back on the way to the quarterback. I'm putting you in on 3rd and 8. And I need you to meet Montez Sweat at the quarterback. That's what I need. Imagine a guy like that get 5 sacks. Imagine a guy like that gets 5 sacks as a one-trick pony. Jason wants a 3-tech. I feel you, Papa. I feel you. I understand. I just think that Javon Dexter is going to have a huge sign of improvement. Huge. So I'm not so concerned about that. And again, Coach Washington, D-line coach, is a guy that I'm looking for to bring the best out of Javon Dexter, to bring the best out of Zach Pickens. You know, because this guy's done it at various stops. I want this to be the next stop that he brings the dog out of people. This is a stop. I want Javon Dexter. And, man, Javon Dexter got that country strength. Not strength, strength. Shorty, I personally think Marshawn Nealon is one of the best DNs in the draft. So do I. So do I. King Booker Will says, load up the offense, get a wide receiver, and draft an edge later. I keep hearing about Xavier Booker. Could be a sleeper. There's so many good receivers in this draft. You got Xavier Worthy, Xavier Leggett, the kid from South Carolina. Xavier Worthy, the kid from Texas, who ran like a freaking 4. You talking about Xavier Leggett or Xavier from South Carolina, King Booker World, or the kid from Texas, the guy who ran a 4.21, who broke Chris Brown's. Okay, Booker. Xavier Leggett's guy out of South Carolina. He's another big, tall, fast receiver. Go up and get it type of guy. I'm okay with that because that leaves Keenan Allen, that bumps him into the slot. That's a big frame who knows how to find holes in zone defenses. That's going to be extremely helpful to a quarterback. Extremely. If you're talking Xavier Leggett. I'm talking, Leggett will be on the outside. Keenan Allen will go into the slot. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I hope some of you guys could come out and meet, and I'd love to meet some of you guys. Xavier Worthy, yeah. You're talking where that speed is something else. But we got a speed guy, but he's not as big as Xavier Worthy. Like I want to see, how do they feel about Tyler Scott, Velus Jones, like all these things. Does Velus Jones even make the team? That's the question. Does Shane Waldron have a spot for him? Can he finally bring out the production in Velus Jones? Can he do it? We need our new Willie Galt. Shorty, look what the cat dragged in. Coach T's up in this mother hubbard. Hell yeah. Coach T, what's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be fun, man. Hey, do me a favor, Patty. Thank you for jumping on it again, guys. Hit the like button. Smash the like button. All right, I told you we're trying to do a whole bunch of stuff here on YouTube and stuff. We need the like button. Smash, hit it. Do it now. Do it good. Yeah, so don't forget today, at 12:15, Second City Sports with Lakina McGee and Sydney Brown. Okay. At 3 o'clock, I'll be it'll be Nomad, the SuperBack and Nomad with our daily Bears talk. Today, that'll be on the Nomad Network. It'll be here on Sports Zone Chicago's. It'll be on my personal page. It'll also be on our Roku channel. And we welcome Adam Rank from the NFL Network to talk Bears. Cornelius, from your lips to God's ears. Oh, excellent, Mr. Shorty. I appreciate it. 5 more subs. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. Sports Zone Chicago's YouTube channel. Please do it, everybody. I appreciate it. Try and maneuver some stuff, make things better for you. And let's not forget, folks, this Thursday. All right, this Thursday at Output Lounge. Thursday, 6 o'clock. All right, we start at 6 o'clock. We'll go 6 to about 8-ish or until after the Bears make their second selection. It's going to be at Output Lounge and Sports Bar, 1758 West Grand Avenue in Chicago, in West Town, literally right down the street from the United Center, smack dab on the corner of Grand and Wood. If you're from the city, you know what I'm talking about. If not, 1758 West Grand in Chicago. Get there early. I already showed you. Here, I'll show you again. I got Gatorade cups. These are green. It's green, so that's why it's blending. I got a green screen behind me. But Gatorade Bears. She's got on both sides. The Bears here. Bears things here. I got 4 of those we're going to give away. All right. Got 1 Bears hat. Fleece lined. All right. So it's going to be nice and warm when you go to the Bear games. You'll be straight. I got another Bear hat that's fleece lined. When you go to Bear games, you'll be straight. The logo got 100 years. George Stanley Hallis insignia or initials. I got a Gatorade Bears towel we're going to pass out. We're going to raffle off as well. Okay. Gatorade, the 2 hats. Oh, and then we got plenty of these koozies. We're going to hand off. We're going to raffle off as well. So make sure there'll be about 10, 12 raffles in 2 hours. So get there. We want a lot of people to walk away with a lot of shit. All right. Have a great time. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you get there Thursday, 6 o'clock. Get there before 6 o'clock. We start at 6. All right. But listen, guys, 2 hours is coming and gone. I want to thank my guest, Darnell Mayberry from The Athletic, for coming on, talking Bulls basketball with your boy. All right. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, listen, I told you the lineup. 12:15, Second City Sports, 3 o'clock here. It's the it's the SuperBack and Nomad's Daily Bears talk show. All right. This show re-airs at 6 p.m. tonight. And then I have a podcast with War Media tonight at 9:15-ish. And Glenn Morgan from NBC Sports Chicago is going to join us then. All right. So listen, for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, Elliot Baez, our executive producer, social media guy, Clarence Council III, and my co-host, Adam Sencha Maya. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Guys, have a phenomenal day. All right. I just gave you the lineup. Make sure you tune in again. I am out.